season on half-back at his disposal is very good.
Got in short, and Grant has taken the mark.
And there's three Fitzroy defenders, Seacamp, Roos and Blakey, looking at each other, all saying, well, it's not my man. I think, Paul Roos, it's your player.
Let's take a look.
He was clear of anyone. Morris looking back there, the player standing the mark, saying, well, who should have picked him up?
Well, Chris Grant hasn't scored today. 40 metres out. That'll be close. Just drifted. It's a goal. So Grant gets his first goal. He just made the distance, but Footscray's ninth, 9-10 to 6-5.
It's great to see players of quality like Grant coming back from injury and doing so very well. He's a player that a lot of people come to the football to see. He and Hawkins in that forward line, they've got some great quality. It's a good kick.
Onto Atkins. We've seen that play so many times this afternoon. Out to Hawkins. If he can get a handle on the ball, he can. He's brought down on the tackle off the ground from Coleman. Liberatore's there and picked up by Baxter ultimately. Delray in front, Lynch behind. Ball hits the deck. Royal, Hawkins into the goal square. Grant goal. No mergers here, anything but.
He's just playing inspired football. Strong tackling. Here's Baxter, lost it. Lyon. Abbott went without it. Knocked on cleverly by Atkins to Liberatore. Grant from 40 metres. Oh, it's another goal. Tremendous team play by Footscray. 3 goals to Chris Grant.
Libber got the hand pass away, but the knock on from Atkins was lightning fast. It was so quick you might not even see it.
Yes, and the reason why Grant was on his own is because Paul Roos had followed the ball down to try and get it past the centre line. Grant had the opportunity to stay back, and he received the footy and finished off.
So 3 goals to Chris Grant.
There's Coleman. Coleman and Tui, 2 former Sydney Swans teammates, of course. Hand pass, back to Wallace. Can they kick another one? The chip pass is on. I think they're going to, because Chris Grant's got it 50 metres from goal. And he's got, well, it'll be a set shot, of course. The time clock showing 30 seconds of play left.
3 goals straight he's kicked.
Chris Grant has kicked 3, as Peter said. Hasn't been dominant, but on that forward line with the ball coming down every 10 seconds, well, you've got to get a few kicks. Grant, a high floating drop punt. That's his 4th.
11 for the quarter.
A great performance this by Footscray. 4 goals to Chris.
The loss to the Swans in country New South Wales before the season wasn't cause for panic. But sure enough, the Bulldogs came out firing against Richmond at home, piling on 10 goals to 4. But the Tigers came back after the break.
Roberts, big punch from behind. Gathered now by Southern. He's caught. Gets the handball away for Grant. Grant still got it. Somehow got his foot to it. Look at this! Goal of the day!
The Dogs were 2 goals up, prove they could win and win well. The Crows led by 15 points at the first change, but then the Dogs ran rampant in the second quarter, piling on 9 goals 2 to no score.
Footscray have had all the play in the second quarter. Grant gets his second. Another chance. He was in front. He's still got a chance. He paddles it back. West has been a top player. Blind hand pass grabbed by Anderson. Anderson across the half-back line. Still danger. Grant. Now, Chris Grant is 55 metres out. He is not the world's longest kick, and this may test him even with the breeze at his back. But Adelaide haven't taken it forward of... I don't think they've ventured forward of half forward in this quarter.
Mark's Bixley in trouble. He's coming off. See?
Oh, Grant's kick is a ripper. A puller. Well, I've underestimated him. What a goal.
Then runs the corridor with a bounce from centre half back. Good shepherding and enables him to get away and bang it back to centre half forward. Big fly by Grant. Good take by Grant. Takes forever to get his kick away. Goes for goal. Wonderful football. Outstanding.
Not a score or a goal in this the second half.
Rowan Smith. Long kick up towards the square. Grant, a brilliant mark. So Chris Grant for his 3rd from directly in front. And it's a goal.
pass. Could have put Atkins under a little bit of pressure, but he gets fair.
Good play by the Bulldogs, and now they're a chance. Some good teamwork going on. Here's Croft. In towards Grant. That's a good kick. Oh, is that 50?
Could be 50.
Back at Waverley for the second week in a row, the critics predicted another belting for Footscray. However, the reigning premiers couldn't contain Chris Grant, who booted 5.
Beautiful kick for a goal.
That's a magnificent kick. This is Manton.
Whoa!
Great tackle.
Oh, perfect tackle, you would suggest. To goal.
He's got it, has he, Grant?
Yes! Quill chips it to Cameron. Danger here for the Bombers because Cameron sprints clear onto the left boot, brings it back in front of goal. There's two big players. Grant!
But he doesn't play on here.
Grant for goal number 4. Kicks, and Chris Grant goals.
Fitzroy managed just 3 behinds in the second half against 11 goals from the Bulldogs. Chris Grant booted 6. And he thought the Crows had of scoring their first win in Melbourne at the expense of the Bulldogs was quickly dismissed. Footscray went into overdrive and belted their opposition by 84 points. The midfielders hitting Chris Grant on the chest with pinpoint accuracy. Grant was best on ground with 7 goals.
Kicks it goal and drills it right through the middle.
The final siren, Footscray 17-16, 118 to Adelaide 4-10, 34.
Grant and Osborne have got a goal each already. They combine. Have they got one between them? They have. That's through. That's a goal.
Now, Grant's on the lead here. Oh, look at Wren getting into that hole at half-back. Good play, Sean Wren. Intelligent football. Now, he's transferring play. This mightn't be so intelligent if it doesn't come off. And that's exactly right. It was a dangerous kick right from the start then. And Grant has marked, but it was a poor kick by Wren. Chris Grant to kick for his third from about 51 metres directly in front. Will it clear the pack? Yes, it will. A third goal to Grant. The real cult figure out here at the Western Oval. Southern, good play to get it to the pocket. He was looking for Beveridge. He waits. Good play by Grant, but he took the ball over the line. A free kick. Free kick to Grant. So Grant way out there at half forward. He's kicked 3. He's on the boundary line. Oh, that is a magnificent kick. What about that? Smothered off the boot by Scott Lee. Here's a chance for Adelaide. They need McInnes to fire. Oh, McInnes' handball straight to Quill. Look at this. Grant's going to mark now. You like that, Don, do you?
Oh, I don't like it, but I mean, it's a fact of game. It's a fact of this football.
Well, here's Chris Grant. Kicking, will it clear the pack? I don't think so, or did it? Yes, a goal! Nigel Smart tries to tap it to ground. Croft hits it out to Wallace. That's good play. As the time clock ticks down towards 3/4 time, Luke Beveridge has got it. Oh, Grant. He should mark this, Chris Grant. Yes, this is a gimmick. He read it better than Pittman. Well, 5 goals Chris Grant has kicked. He's directly in front. Stabs. Goal number 6, Chris Grant.
This is where Footscray have been cutting them up at midfield. West spears the pass in, not well directed. But again, weight of numbers. Beveridge bombs away. Grant in the goal square.
And Grant.
So Grant for goal number 7. Point blank range and kicks it.
Burke was one of them, but eventually McPherson's got it. Little chip pass to Johnson. Johnson towards the pocket and Chris Grant on the lead. Hard ball on the outer side and Footscray did best. Grant going at his second from right on the 50. It'll take a good kick. That is a good kick.
Lappin misses it. Grigic, geez, a talented man for about 6'7" or whatever he is. Gets it to Cameron. Cameron's kick. This is not a bad shot at goal, and the mark has been taken by Grant, and he gets his third.
Off the ground, Liberatore a chance. Flips it up for his teammate down there in Johnson. He gives it away. Cameron moving okay. A little short. Chip shot down to Chris Grant. Leads out well and takes the mark. He'll kick from right on 50. Chris Grant for his 5th. It's a wobbler,
it's a goal.
And it looks pretty good from here. It's there.
Forward, West couldn't take the mark. He races after it with Osborne. Osborne onto the left boot. Settles it to Grant and Croft. Oh, Croft nearly got in his way. Chris Grant from directly in front. 40 metres. Kicks and goals. Grigich can't quite hang on to it. Oh, look at that. Almost ended up with it, Grigich. Tap back. Here's West. Danger for Melbourne here because Grant, good use of the body, Chris Grant. Oh, great play by Grant. Races into goal. Brilliant play by the full forward.
3-point win gave the Dogs third spot on the ladder.
Footscray goal. Taken by Grant. Oh, great play by the full forward.
They go forward again through Glenn Malloy. Down towards right half forward. The bouncing ball drifts away from Costa, who gives chase. Slaps it to the right. And I think was hoping to eventually get it out of bounds, but Viney kept it in for the moment. Costa comes storming through again. Off to Cameron and now Wallace. Cameron and Wallace have both got to get into the game. He finds Croft just forward of centre. The Dogs need a couple of goals to stay in this game, and Grant takes the mark inside 50.
There's Primke playing on Chris Grant. Did a magnificent job last week when he was moved on to Kernahan, put him out of action.
Chris Grant would dearly love to celebrate his 100th game with a win. Kicks from 52 metres, leans back on a drop punt and has got it.
One goal, one now to Chris Grant. And the Bulldogs just hanging in there. It is a very good mark. He used his body. Primke tried to just nudge him under the ball, but Chris Grant was able to put the one hand up and then drag it in on the second attempt. 70 goals now for the season.
Well, the number 3s on this ground have now kicked 7 goals. The ball still in the centre. This is Osborne for Footscray. Kicks it across his left shoulder towards half forward. No mark. West in trouble. Gets the handball away. Norwich cleanly to Todd Viney, but the ball spills back for West. West in towards full forward. Grant. Can he gather that awkward bouncing ball? Primke is onto him.
Free kick.
And Grant interfered with by the Melbourne defender. Primke can't understand it, but the umpire in the picture there, Chris Mitchell, has awarded the free kick to Chris Grant.
Chris Grant, I think, even the fact that he's out there is quite amazing after that knock that he received in that first half.
Grant from the left forward pocket, only about 25 metres from goal. Kicks for goal and puts it through. So a good kick there by the Footscray player Chris Grant for his second goal.